Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Just checking in. I am answering a couple of questions. I did a video yesterday and some people asked me the question about music. I've actually gotten it quite a bit since quarantine started in March. Done a lot of different Zoom sessions, done a lot of different things virtually. And so a question that I get asked quite frequently is about music. But before I jump into that, just saying what's up. If you're in the chat right now, just go ahead and type hey or tell me something good. Tell me something good. Yeah, so that I can know that you're there and that we can go soon. So what I'm gonna do is share with you the application that I use to do a lot of the music and how I do certain things. And if you've got questions in the meantime, this is free. This is free time for you to ask any questions about live streaming, about storytelling online, and how I do what I do. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen in just a little bit. Actually, let me see if I can set this up. I haven't really set this up for teaching or anything else, but let me do that in a second here. Yeah. So yeah, while I'm doing that, just as I mentioned, go ahead and say something, say hello in the chat so that I can get things moving for you. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen and it's on loop. Let me fade this out. All right. So hopefully you're hearing music. And one of the things that I love to do is I love to share music at the beginning for several reasons. Number one, for those of you that know my history or my background, I was a musician. I was in singing groups. I played instruments. I did quite a bit. I worship leader at my church, all of that. So music is a big piece of me and what I do each day, or it's just inside of me. So anytime I do a virtual session, music is one of the things that I do to help get me in that mind frame. And it also really helps engage the participants. So they also are able to, hey, Lydia, they're also able to really just get set or get engaged in the session as well, right? So that's why I do what I do. So as a matter of fact, let me know if you're hearing the music here. Let me know that you're hearing it. Just go ahead and give me a thumbs up or just say yes in the chat. Let me know that you're hearing it. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I'm bopping. Yeah. So excellent. So church guy says yes. All right, excellent. So yeah, so one of the things that I do again is I really utilize music as a big thing. I use it when I'm doing intros. I use it when I'm doing outros leading out. I use it when I'm going into breakout groups. I use it sometimes as I have people filling out surveys, for example. I'll play something like this at the end after we've done a full session, 2 or 3 days. I'll play something like this at the end. I'll play it softly while they're filling out different surveys so that I can say, I can get my candle out and I can say, all right, as you complete the session today, please be sure to fill out the evaluation form. And if it was a great experience for you, please give us all 5s, please. Right. So this is kind of what I do to really, one of the things that I do in addition to really having energy and some other different things. So anyway, so let me take you behind the scenes a little bit here. Now, if you're inside of Zoom allows you to share the sound. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to open up Zoom and I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see how that's done for those of you that have never done it. All right. So let's see if we can open up Zoom here. I'm gonna share my screen. All right, what are you seeing? You're seeing my primary display. That's not what I want you to see. I want you to see my secondary display. All right, there we go. That's what I'd like you to see. So pretty much if you're inside a Zoom and you want to share sound, what you will do is, actually, let me turn down the music here. All right. What you want to do is you want to click on share sound, share screen at the bottom, and then you'll see this dialog pop up, and then you can go to the bottom left here and choose share sound here because I'm doing a whole bunch of different stuff. But you can choose a YouTube video, and then you can choose share sound and share. But the other thing that you can do is up at the top, if you click advanced while you're sharing, you can just choose music or computer sound only. And I've done a video on this on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/RobertKennedy3, you'll find that. Okay. So one of the things that you can do is you can share that. And a lot of times what I do is I've got a folder here. Let me see if I can pull this up. I've got a folder that I've got called media, and I have a lot of royalty-free music there. So for example, I've got something here called Mirror Ball. And what I'll do is I would open that up in QuickTime Player. Somebody's asking me, where do I store my music? I don't store it in iTunes, Tracy. I use my iCloud. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Let me find this. Where we go? Where are we? All right. Let's see if we can get you into the right desktop. All right, cool. I share I keep my music stored in my in an iCloud folder, and then I just access it from there, right? So if I've got my music, my Zoom stuff shared, then I can just go ahead and play music from here. I don't know if you're hearing it at all. No, you're probably not, because I'm not really sharing the sound. Let me actually see if I can go back to my, hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. I'm going to share my sound in just a second here. All right, system audio, general. There we go, audio, when in screen sharing mode. Okay. All right, so you should be hearing the music now, or maybe some of it. I don't know if you are or not. Oh, that's probably part of the issue. All right. Okay, so you're not really hearing it because I'm sharing it through Zoom. But that's one of the ways that you do it inside of Zoom anyway, right? So, but I'm going to take you behind and share you with you what I really wanted to share with you, not the Zoom stuff. I want to share with you the application that I typically use to share my music. And so here it goes. There's an application that I use called, let me see if I can bring up the application itself. There we go. So you should be able to see the application on screen right now. Let me make this larger so that you can see it better. And I use an application called Farago, whatever you want to call it, by a company called Rogue Amoeba, right? And so here's how this baby works. Let me move some of my things out of the way. I got so many things on screen, little things here. So here's how this works. Pretty much, if you can add a lot of different things into this. So if I go to the left, if I go down to the bottom left of this here, I can add a new set. So if I click on a new set here, I'm going to call this set music test set. All right. And so here's what's really neat. There are a couple of ways for me to do this. I can add a sound by clicking on the add sound button here at the top. And then that opens up a folder where I would have like music inside of it, right? So I've got some other music there. I won't play any copywritten or copyright music so that you guys we don't get in trouble here. All right. So if I've got royalty free music, let's say that I have a file there. So I can do a couple of different things here. I'm going to play this. All right, you should be able to hear it. All right. So that's a song that I've played in the background here, that I've got playing in the background, and I can fade that out. Just go by clicking fade out, fade all. But one of the things that's also really cool about this is I clicked it to play it, but I can also use the number 1 to play it, right? So let me actually show this to you. I'm gonna go back to my screen and choose a different webcam. So I'm just gonna go to my keyboard and I'm just using the number 1. Oops, sorry. It just switched cameras on me. All right. So there we go. So I've used the number 1 to stop it. Got number 1 to start it again, etc. Right. So that's one of the things that I can do. So I can also, if I wanted to, let me actually just pull this over to an empty screen so that we can do this a lot better. All right. So what I can also do is, okay, I'm going to share my screen again. What I can also do, if you got questions in the meantime while this is going on, feel free to ask them. So I don't want to zoom to the app itself. I want to zoom to the display here. Okay, good. So you can see that I've got some music here. So what I can also do is I can literally take a sound or music from a folder and I can just drag it in. Okay, I'm gonna drag 2 or 3 in here. And as I drag them in, here's what you're seeing, right? You're seeing that the app itself, it's got these letters and these shortcut commands that I can choose, the QWERTY keyboard that I can assign different things to. So, Q would be for this song, etc. You're seeing all these different neat things. Let me see if I have sound effects close by. So I've got a sound effects folder. So let's say that I wanted to play, okay, I have a happy birthday soundbite. I'm gonna put that there. Let's say that I made a bad joke and you wanted to hear that. Okay, and I'm gonna do a church organ sound effect. All right, actually, let me do one more where you can hear an applause. All right, so if I click on any of these, all right, so if I click on any of these, if I click the number 1, you'll hear that music playing. I can click 1 again to stop it. All right, so as you're seeing, I can click that and that music comes in. And while that's playing, I can also control the volume here, right? So that's actually pretty neat. I've got 2 volumes here. I've got a master volume, which is A, and then I've got a B volume. So I can just click between these. Let's say that I start talking and I've got volume A down there and I stop talking. I can press B and it goes back up to the B volume. Okay? Then I press A and it comes right back down. So that's what I can do. And I like the fact that I can cause some of these tracks, I can cause some of these to, I can play both of them at the same time. I can play multiple at the same time. Okay. So I can start one before the other one finishes. And so I can kind of have them overlay each other a little bit. If you look down to the right-hand side here, I've got some other opportunities or other options here where it allows me to loop the song if I want, or just solo it, so when I click solo, here's what that means. If I play something else, okay. All right, plays by itself. Okay, it allows me to pause it, allows me to only play while pressed or something like that. So there's a lot of different things that I can do here. I can fade this out. All right. Let's see if I can fade this song out. Okay. I've got a lot of different options. Charles is saying DJ RK. Yeah, so there's that. If I make a bad joke, yeah, there we go. That's for the church audience. There we go. All right. So yeah, so these are a lot of different things that I can do with this particular application. And again, I love it because it allows me to really just add a lot of different, it just adds energy to what I do in some of my different sessions, right? Yeah. Yeah. Now, the other thing that is pretty cool that I do, and let me see if it'll allow me to share this with you. I'm going to go back to my main screen here, and I'm going to share with you let me go back down. Okay. I'm going to share with you an application or something that I use called my Stream Deck. And my Stream Deck allows me to also trigger some of these different things as well. So if I can stop that sound, all right, I can go back to the. All right, so. And I've got this set to fade out. So these are, just some of the tools that I use in order to get myself to really up the engagement in workshops and sessions that I do. If I want to play music, if I want to just bring a different feel to it, because I can tell you this, every session that I've done where I've started out with music is the energy is just so much different than me starting out with saying, hey, good morning, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here. Right? There's just so much that happens that in people's lives that when they come in, music does something very different. It's like if you watch a movie as well. Have you ever watched a movie without the music or without the soundtrack? It's such a different experience, right? If you watch a scary movie or a horror flick without the music in the background, it's nowhere near as scary. There's no anticipation being built. There's no emotion. It's like you stripped away most of the emotion from that movie when you take away the music. So music does something special that really helps people to feel a certain way, to energize. It really translates or transmits certain messages for you. And so that's one of the things, if I had to recommend you doing something to up the engagement or to increase the energy level in your sessions, in your virtual sessions, in your online live streams, etc. This is one of the ways that I recommend that you do it. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to share. If you have any thoughts or any questions about this while I'm here, I've got another few minutes on, and if you've got any thoughts or questions, David says, I'm talking to you right now. Yes, I am, David, and you're doing an awesome job, brother, with your music sessions, with your keyboard and what you do every morning as you play. For those of you that are on right now, go check out David Hunt. Every day he plays songs. He really starts people off right in the morning. For those of you that want to do like morning worship, he starts us off right. So go check out the stuff that he does. He's on YouTube as well. So these are some of the things that I do on a day-to-day basis, really work with organizations around their storytelling and their communication. And this is one of the things that I input or add into the space in order to add quite a bit more energy and engagement and enjoyment into those online sessions. Because guess what? Woo, I heard it again today. People are zoomed out, right? There's a lot of screen time and people are spending so much time in front of their monitors that when there is a session that is a little bit different, it allows them to let their hair down a little bit. Yeah, it allows them to hang out just for a little bit, it allows them to reminisce for a little bit, it allows them to be human, like regular for a little bit, it allows them to shake their shoulders for a little bit. It allows them to move. It allows them to have some fun or some enjoyment. Yeah, it just totally changes the environment for them, right? And so if you want, again, if you want to really up your level, up your game, if you want to up your engagement, if you want to make your sessions, your virtual sessions more fun, figure out how to add a little bit of music to it. I've just shared with you a tool that I use in order to add music to my sessions. It's called Farago by a company called Rogue Amoeba, ROGUEMAMOEBA. Yeah. All right. So let me see what people are saying. They've got a few more different comments here. All right. Love it. Great tools. Thank you, Charles. All right. Yeah. DJ Arcade 3. Awesome. Awesome. Excellent. Excellent. So glad that you guys were able to hang out with me for a little bit today. And I'm looking forward to hanging out with you even further in the near future. If you got any thoughts, any questions, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Robert Kennedy 3. All right. Somebody's saying put it in the comment. Let me see if I can do that. All right. Let me see if I can put it in the comments. Dr. Larry. Hey, Dr. Larry, what's happening? Good to see you, brother. All right. Somebody says put it in the comments. I'm not on the comments right now, and the way that this is set up, I can't do it immediately, but let me see if I can get over there and put it in the comments for you. So for those of you that are on Facebook, I'll do that. Let's see. There we go. Hold on one second. Let me just add this in the comments really quickly, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Hold on. There we go. It's in the comments right now. Boom. All right. So I'm going to put, thank you, Nikki. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Awesome. Excellent. Well, listen, y'all, let me get on out of here. Tell me I will out in 4. Okay. You'll put it for me. I just put it. I appreciate you, Doc. I just put it in the comments there, and so people can grab that and go check out what we got going on the channel. Make sure that you subscribe. If you actually click the link in the comments, it's going to ask you if you want to subscribe to the channel, and I'd appreciate you doing that so that we can grow the channel and share with more people how they can become better storytellers, how they can connect with people and communicate even more effectively, especially online, where we share with you the techniques and the technologies of storytelling. Join me in the Storytellers Growth Lab. Boom, go to storytellersgrowthlab.com, but go ahead and click the YouTube link in the comments and join me on that channel there as well. All right, listen, y'all, I'd love to answer more questions for you, but if you've got any other questions, do me a favor, put those in the comments, and who knows, I might make a video about it so that your question can get answered. All right. Looking forward to seeing y'all again real soon. Let me see if I can get this off of the screen here. Turn the music up a little bit. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Turn the music up. Let's get it back up to A level.